Hey everybody, today I'm going to tell you about my old Singer FashionMaker. It's a 298. It has the regular stitch length adjuster, a zigzag, 2, 3, 4, 5 settings with a straight, a needle position which can go left, center, and right. You see that? It goes left, center, right. Okay, I'll keep it at middle, big center because that's where I need it. It's patterns, zigzag patterns. It has some 21 of them. Work with these discs which are removable. Here, you can take off this nut and remove it. I'm not going to do that just now. They'll rotate as you feed them. And they do a zigzag. This is a plain zigzag, so yeah, it is on a zigzag right now. Now I might as well explain this. The zigzag works with a swing motion or a pendulum motion. You see that it goes down, goes back up, and does a bell curve back down. Right, now the tension dial, now that's at the front. Now here you have your pressure bar, your pressure adjustment lever. I've removed the pressure foot because I need to explain what my problem is, and that's not with the pressure foot. This is a clamp to hold the needle bar, which is here, this one, the needle bar, which goes up and down. This little nut screw over here controls the height of the needle bar, and you access that through this. And I think I'm guessing there can't be anything else for it. The bracket is held into place with this. I haven't opened it because I don't want the entire thing popping out. And then I'll have to run all around to pick it and put it back into place. Right now, unless essential, I won't touch it. Here is the mechanism of how the whole thing works. This goes on straight stitch, and this moves when you're doing a straight stitch. You see that? Yeah, I'm on straight stitch right now. Where are you? Yeah, I'm on straight stitch right now at the center, and this is what happens. This moves, rocks back and forth. The needle is going up and down in the same place. Now when you do a zigzag, the whole mechanism moves up, and you do a zig and a zag. The left-right movement of the needle here. It goes right and then goes left, right and left. I'll bring it back to center, goes back down. Now you see this little screw here, it's tight. I've been trying to loosen it so I can show you, but since it's tight and I don't want to fiddle with it right now because I don't want to mess up my problems any further. That hole controls the left-right movement of the needle bar itself. You see that? This movement is controlled by this little screw here, which is attached to a thin little rod here, which connects to the needle bar over here, right behind this. Now you can't see it from here. Anyway, it's here behind this. My problem today is not with the left right. It is with the front and back. Now I have 3 throat plates with me. 2 zigzag, which have been alternately sitting in the machine for ever, since it's easier to switch between zigzag and straight stitch with this. And I have one never used and just taken out straight stitch plate. Now notice this on the zigzag plates. All of them have needle marks, burrs at the back where the needles struck it. The front is smooth and clean. The straight stitch, since I've never used it, and I took it out just now because my thread kept breaking. I was frustrated. I said, remove the throat plate. That must be the problem. Yes, it's really rough there. That must be the problem. I'll use the straight stitch plate, and I put it out. See that? That's when I noticed that the thing is striking the back of the plate over here. The plate itself fits beautifully into the no problems with the feed dogs. No problem with the screw. It's neat and flush. I won't put the thing in. Now you see this. It goes in, touches the throat plate. Just off center. Maybe a little left, but that I can deal with if I move the needle in front. And if needed, then I'll adjust with the left right, but there isn't any clearance at the back. There isn't any clearance whatsoever at the back. Now, if I remove this and I put, well, both are equally okay. This looks better than the other. You can see that it is going really close in spite of the burrs, and you can actually see it go, the needle shift going in at an angle through that throat plate. It is bending a bit, and maybe I will screw it down a little bit. Not fully, but at least so it won't move too much. that's reasonably tight. You see that? The needle is actually bending itself instead of going straight. So it is still striking in spite of the burrs at the back. Let's try the zigzag. Yeah, see that it is striking the back of the throat plate at the left and the, yeah, it's striking. Okay, give it a little nudge. Yeah, you can actually hear it squeak. You can hear it hit. You can actually hear it squeak while it goes in. Yeah, I pushed it in forcefully. Well, now we know that the problem is not in the left right. There is sufficient clearance on the left, on the right, and there is sufficient clearance on the left. So it's not a left-right problem. It is a front-back problem. Now, if the front-back problem gives me a left-right problem too, well, we know where to fix for the left and right. Why did I bolt it down? Okay, now that I've moved the plates, we'll get them out of the way. We'll see what I saw next. Here goes. We see the shuttle. You can actually make out, let's get a good angle. Yeah. That the needle grazes on the zigzag. You can actually make it out much better, and you can even hear it squeak. In the front straight stitch, you can see that it grazes. Oh, I can't hear a squeak. Yeah, there is a slight squeak. It is just touching. I'm getting a piece of copy of paper here. Let's see. It doesn't go through unless, yeah, I force it in, it goes through, but it's not smooth. It actually, it wants a bit of coaxing to get through. You can't see you can't even see a sliver of gap over there. Maybe this focus is better. Yeah, this looks better. You can't see any gap between the shuttle case and the hook and the needle at all. There isn't a gap there, which means the needle is fouling against both the throat plate and that hook. Thankfully, I don't see any bars, scratches, anything of that sort on the mechanism itself. A little on the other side, but no, that's okay. If I get this fixed, maybe I can live with that. Now I need a solution for how to get this thing to move in front so that it gets centered on this hole. So I believe I managed to find a whole lot of videos, or rather old manuals which were available, where it said the 9 needle should be here and should gradually move forward. So a little bit, the smallest needle should be a little off center and they will move forward by as the size increases. This is a 14 if I'm not wrong. Well, whatever, as long as they're centered, and that should work. I'm not going to use very big needles either, and if worst case I need to make an adjustment, I'll do so again. I need to find a way to move this bar in front, because I can't see anywhere else where it can move. Either the bracket or there should be an angle somewhere else. That is not a set screw either, it's simply a screw. That's not a set screw. It's just the screw at the side. And I'm not going to fiddle with it right now because I don't want the entire thing popping out. There is a tiny little spring inside, and there, probably you can't see it, there is a tiny little spring over here which connects to this bracket itself. This is the bracket with the slit in the middle, and there's a spring over here, right there where this needle is poking, sitting, and then you have the needle bar itself, which grows through a very neat hole in that frame. There's no damage on that frame at all, neither here nor here nor here. There's no play here, there's no play here. This is an entirely solid machine. No, although it is a little, there's a little gap, but no, there is no play over there for the bracket. That's a shadow. There is no play on the bracket itself. There's no play on the needle bar. I can't find any other loose parts other than one tight screw which ended up too tight to make a left-right adjustment. Not that I need it right now. So guys, so that's what it is. Anybody has any idea how this thing works? What adjustment I can make? Would it be possible to adjust this? But this moves the needle bar up and down. I don't want to fiddle with that. There are no set screws either. Okay, anybody has any idea whether this can be done, or even how to get this needle bar out of this, because there's no way I can pull it out the top. That's impossible without removing this bracket. So I'll have to push it down, which means I have to remove the entire shuttle mechanism and the feed dogs. That's the only way I can get a, what, this is 15 centimeters easily. Yeah, whatever. I'll have to pull the entire thing out from the bottom, which means I have to remove the entire shuttle mechanism and the feed dogs. And should be easy to do. That should be easy to do, but I'll have to find a bar for the needle bar. And I hope that's not bent. I don't think it should be bent because I've never done any heavy sewing on this machine ever. Not even denims, just 2 or 3 layers of regular cotton for some clothes, mending. That's about it. I can't see anything else that could be a problem. Okay, so anybody has any idea, do let me know. Put a comment below. You have any manual? Try sharing it with me if possible. And I'll try to figure out as best as I can. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Bye.